We used to be extreme kids, now we all got mortgages. We used to be cool, now that time has gone. Get the fuck off our lawn.
Brian, can you believe it?
What?
It's episode 10.
What?
We got 10 in. 10.
10.
You're looking like a dime over there, bro.
10,
I can't believe it. 10 weeks in. This is huge for us. The last time I hit 10 anything, it was out of 100.
Yeah.
So
That was usually my grades in school, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Hello, everyone out there. If this is your first episode and you're wondering, who the hell are these guys talking? My name is Andrew.
My name is 10.
But sometimes I call you Brian.
Yeah.
And we are DadBod.
DadBod.
And this is DadBodPod. And I'm feeling really excited about this one, dude.
Feeling frisky.
I feel like we're going to, oh God, I'm taking a gamble. I don't know which one is which. Did it! Oh, we're
Boom.
going into video game land, bro.
Video games.
Oh, man. But before we do that, we got our standard issue episode rules apply.
Yes,
So,
we must apologize.
And so I want to take you back, Brian.
Tell me when.
A few episodes ago, we talked about technology
Yeah.
and all of the scariness that comes about. And I had mentioned that Orson Welles tricked an entire generation of people into thinking that aliens were attacking by doing this radio drama called War of the Worlds. The problem, no, I think I said it was the day the Earth stood still.
Yep.
The problem is it was War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
So
that's a big.
yeah, there it is. That's a big one, big stinker.
Yep.
So I apologize for that, everybody, but also I don't because
It's okay, because guess
gonna
what?
happen.
You know what we're going to do?
What are we gonna do?
I'm excited, because guess what episode this is?
What episode is it?
Fucking 10!
Episode 10!
So now we're going to warp into...
Hold on. No, wait. Okay, now do it.
Video Game Land. There we go.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
we will be your links.
Oh, very nice.
So let's go.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so that was old business. New business. I've been talking about cars for a long time. I think it's going to finally happen, dude. I think tomorrow
Good.
morning, I think I'm going to go get a car.
Dude, awesome.
It's been a fucking nightmare, and it's not quite over yet, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So,
Absolutely.
Darmy, pray for me, because cars are expensive.
Yep.
But that's okay. So, State of DadBod. As we just mentioned, dude, we are 10 episodes in. And I think...
That's 2.5 months.
Yeah. That's more serious than some relationships I've been in. Well, definitely longer than some relationships I've been
absolutely.
in. What have you learned in the past 10 weeks?
Well, we're dumb.
You learned that? I'm pretty sure that was the basis of why we got this thing started.
I've learned that I enjoy everyone listening to us.
Yeah?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love, honestly, for everyone that listens to us, I'm going to let you in on a secret. That recording this actually makes Andrew and I's week also.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a stressful week. And finally, when we get these fucking headphones on and we speak into a mic, we're just like, all right, decompress.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk.
Let's just hang out
Yeah.
for a week, not worry about anything.
We have an hour right now where we don't care about anything.
I'm just going to be silly.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So I hope we make you guys happy, but you guys make us happy also.
Absolutely. And, we say it every episode, but it bears repeating. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Anybody that's been listening for one episode, anybody that's been listening for 2 minutes, thank you, guys, because you really give us a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, that sounded weird, but whatever. Moving on. Listen, I was driving here the other day with not my car, but a car, and I noticed there was a sign that said, sidewalk closed. I thought to myself, how do you close a sidewalk? What are you going to do?
You don't.
You're going to put up a ribbon, or some man is going to stand there saying, sorry, sir, we're closed. You're going to have to walk on the grass,
Yep.
not the sidewalk. That's silly.
Yeah.
Signs like that are silly. I got a sign. There's a sign by the 7-Eleven at my house where it's like walking and it's like an arrow. So it's like, hey, you should walk this way. But the man is tilted in such a way that the arrow looks like it's going up his ass.
Right.
My daughter and I love that sign. And what's funny is they've tried to repair that sign various times. And so we keep seeing that same poor man in various states of like duress. And I keep saying they're never going to get that sign right. This poor guy has been tumbling for
forever. So do you remember Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
Right? One of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
So he had a bit one time, and it was like talking about escalators. And it was like, sorry, escalator broken down. And he's like, so it's stairs?
It's just stairs.
You can still get up.
You're allowed to use that.
Or down.
Yeah.
Yep.
The sidewalk still functions.
Sorry,
whether
you
say
must
it's closed
now you
or
must
not.
use your legs instead
Yeah.
of just sitting there like a lazy asshole.
Now you must climb stairs.
Yep.
Brian, I have a cat, and I haven't talked very much about my cat on this podcast, which is strange because I love my cat.
Wait, what's his name?
Well, his given name is Conrad.
Right.
But his given name by me is Mr. Sir.
Mr. Sir.
He's my Mr. Sir.
I like him.
And I was thinking the other day, how cool would it be if my cat wore sunglasses and a button-up shirt and whitey tighties and some socks and just slid right through the archway of any given door? Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be awesome.
Reminds me of a movie. I can't think of what movie it is, but I did think if I was going to make this movie, it would star the cutest, the most attractive cat,
Yep.
very well-known cat that does his own stunts, and just at the prime of his life, right? Or maybe not the prime, maybe the beginning of his career. But it would be a cinema classic. Do you want to know what I would call it?
What?
Frisky Business.
Yes.
I don't know why I thought about that the other day, but how funny would that be to remake Risky Business and call it Frisky Business?
And like you shake the little packets of treats.
Do, 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 do.
Yep. Do.
I think it might work.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, so we need to get on this immediately. Darmy, if you're out there, somebody write up a script for Frisky Business.
If anybody's good with multimedia and you're good with cartooning.
Ooh, if you're good with cartooning, get with us because we got ideas, bro.
Yep.
Maybe a segment one day should be Pitch a Show.
Yep.
Well, it'll have a better name than that, but anyways. All right, so, that's it for the beginning.
Yep.
What do you think?
I like it.
All right.
Let's roll.
Bro, what are you doing tonight?
Probably playing video games.
Yeah, I was going to say, we should go down to Blockbuster. We should
Wait.
rent...
Are we in 1990?
Yeah,
Yeah?
give or take. Yeah.
All right.
So we should go to Blockbuster. We should rent 1990. We should rent the new Mario 3.
Yep.
On the NES. We should get a couple of Surges. Were they out yet?
Yeah.
Surges.
Yep. Or Jolt Cola.
Jolt Cola. Yeah. And some Pixie Sticks.
Yep.
We're going to have ourselves a good night. What do you think?
I'm down.
Oh shit. Pac-Man. All right, we're talking about video games, dude. I'm excited. So let me give you the plan for this. All right?
Video games are a big part of my life.
Yeah. So
Not these days, but
not so
childhood.
much these days. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna talk about the history of video games up until some. I do some research. I like to do some research. It makes me feel like this.
Oh, really?
one.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Boy?
That's how I feel when I wake up first thing in the morning too. Hello. I made a list because I like making lists of bullshit, dude. So
Go
I make
for
a
it.
list of favorite games and a list of least favorite games. Do you have a list?
I do.
Awesome. I would also like to talk about the future of gaming, as is tradition. And then we're going to talk about a very special movie. Probably the movie you're thinking of, but maybe not the movie you're thinking of. Oh, dude, we could have talked about Mortal Kombat. That's a video game movie.
It was terrible.
Shit. Oh, this one is much better?
Yeah, no.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. As far as I can tell, the first quote-unquote video game was made by Professor A.S. Douglas in 1952. Want to know what the first game was?
What?
Tic-tac-toe.
Okay.
Yeah. Up until then, computers didn't do that.
Right.
And then he made them do that. So thanks, A.S.
Awesome. Is his initials really ass?
No, it's just A.S.
Okay.
How funny would it be if A.S. was his first name and then his
Yep.
middle initial was like Sassafras? A.S. Sassafras Douglas.
Dr. Ass. Creating video games.
Next, in 1967, a Sanders Associates, and more specifically, a man named Ralph Bay, built what was called the Brown Box at the time. This would later go on to be funded by Magnavox and make a system called the Odyssey. This was in 67. Not yet released for the home, but it could run into arcade cabinets, which is where we get moving on to 1972. The first arcade cabinet is released. Do you want to know what game that is?
What?
It's Pong.
Pong, yeah.
Pong, pong, pong.
So back then, could you shove stuff in their brown box?
Back then, very much so.
Okay.
There was lots of brown. It was the 70s. So much brown.
Put whatever in the brown box you want. Yep.
Okay, so in 1975, guess what you could do?
What?
You could play Pong at home.
Right.
Meaning naked.
This is huge.
This is huge because
This
now
revolutionized.
Now you don't have to keep pumping in quarters.
Yep.
You know? It's still a pay to play model, but you just do all the paying up front.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Growing up, my first I don't know, 6 awesome birthday parties
Yeah?
were at this arcade called Aladdin's Castle
Ooh.
in New York.
Yeah?
And it would be $30 a person,
Mm-hmm.
and they could play all they wanted for 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they turned all the games off, so they didn't accept money. And it was like cake and pizza,
Yeah.
and all your friends played video games for 3 hours. Best fucking time of
Hell
my
yeah.
life. Yep.
Why would anybody need anything else?
Nope.
Now they have barcades.
Right.
Which, so 40-year-old children like us can do
Yeah,
the same thing.
exactly.
That's exactly where I'm having my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I saw the other day, dude? No lie. This is completely serious. Chuck E. Cheese was advertising
Weddings.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Chuck E. Cheese?
I went 2 days ago with Zayden.
To Chuck E. Cheese wedding?
No, just
Oh.
Chuck E.
I
Cheese.
was like, Zayden got married?
No, but I was inquiring for a wedding for him.
Were you? Listen, how old do you take reservations? Oh, fuck. Wow. Chuck E. Cheese wedding. Can you imagine?
Creepy.
Do you want the fish pizza or the steak pizza? Gross.
Why is there a mouse reading our vows?
Yeah. Why are you guys getting married in the ball pit?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
That's tonight.
yeah.
That's the honeymoon. 1978 Space Invaders is made.
Yes.
And that is huge because it developed a system of gameplay called Wave Attack. And it's exactly like it sounds. The
Yep.
bad guys would come in waves. And it was a survival game. It was a strategy game. I hated it, and then I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those games. It's like it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it at the time. Then in 1983, something interesting happened. So in 1983, people were speculating that video games were going to be the next thing, right? And they weren't wrong per se, but they overshot. And they overshot specifically with E.T. At the time, E.T. came out and was a huge movie. It was a huge hit. And so they thought the game is going to be even bigger. So we have to order 400 million units
Right.
of E.T. That game has famously been found in landfills across the country because not only did they order too many of them, but it was a shit
It was
game.
terrible.
It was an awful game.
Yep.
So, yeah.
They didn't put their money into actually producing it.
Right.
It was more producing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
And then 1985, a couple of awesome things happened. Well, hold on. 1983, one more awesome thing happened after the video game crash or around the video game crash. Brian was born,
Yep.
right? 83?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in 85, something happened. Andrew was born.
Yeah.
But even more so awesome, Nintendo Home Entertainment System was released. This was the Nintendo that your grandma will forever refer to every other subsequent video game console as.
You could be playing a PS5.
A brand new
Yep.
white PS5 that's like writing its name in a hologram.
Yeah.
Turn off the
Turn
Nintendo!
off. Time for dinner. Turn the Nintendo,
off!
Grandma, it's a PS5.
Get off the phone! What are you trying to do?
I was so close.
Okay, so then in 1989, we would have what some would refer to as the birth of the modern video game era at this point. Nintendo released 3 major characters this year. They released Zelda games, so that, Princess Zelda, Link, Ganon, all those. They released Mario for the first one, which also had Luigi and Bowser and all that. Then they released Metroid, which fucked everyone up when they found out that Homegirl was a chick.
Yep.
That was a great fake out.
Yep.
Very progressive, Nintendo. I appreciate it. Very cool. So those 3 were released in 89, and from there, I feel like it's just sort of boomed into, you got the Super Nintendo, you got the Game Boy, you got the Sega. On and on and on. Brian, give us a little bit of what you got with this. What are some things you want to talk about?
So I played video games up until probably when I was like a late teenager.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Early, like 16. And then I found cars and music and pussy. And game over. Literally
Game over.
I stopped playing video games because I found other things that I really loved. Right? So, sorry that I used the P word. But no joke.
Playing?
Yes, playing. I was a crackhead for video games when I was a kid.
Oh, it was bad.
And that was back in those days. I remember when Mario 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
We would play and 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 play. And to the point where like we would leave the TV on because you couldn't save your game.
Yeah.
And just leave the TV on or turn the TV off. Leave the game console on overnight.
Yeah.
So you can pick up your game the next day.
That's smart. I honestly never thought to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess this is as far as I made it this time.
Nope.
Click.
I would just tell my mom, I'm like, yeah, TV's off. Everything's
Don't worry
off.
about that red light.
Yeah. I'd put
always
like a
on.
blanket over it.
Oh, smart.
Yep. And just like pick up your game the next day. I ended up with a very bad problem with Tetris.
Uh-oh. What kind of a problem?
I couldn't stop playing it.
Really? Tetris. Tetris got me through a couple tattoos.
Yep.
You just couldn't stop, huh?
I couldn't stop.
Interesting.
To the point where I was seeing like cubes in the sky and I'm like, moving them in my head like, I
gotta flip the square. How do you flip the square?
You can't flip the square. Oh no.
No, you can't flip the square.
The big long one's coming. Yep.
Aw.
So
Shit.
video games were interesting. And then Mortal Kombat and everything came out.
Yeah, with the blood. Remember that? I made that big of a scene. Like, oh, there's blood in the game. Oh my god.
Do you remember the original Nintendo came out with a pad you could run on?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
I do remember that.
It was track and field.
Yeah.
Yep. So I had that set up in my bedroom.
Yeah.
And my parents finally came up and ripped it out.
Because they were tired of this
and threw it
video.
away 'cause, yeah, it was me and my brother just.
What are they doing up there?
And I'm like, I gotta beat Cheetah's score.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's
So
funny how Nintendo hasn't really changed much then, because like that was like Nintendo 1.
Yeah.
And they were already like, we got to get these kids off the couch.
Yeah.
And then like look at the Wii.
Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they use that in old people homes.
Yeah.
What's the proper term?
Old people home. Funeral.
Age challenged. Funeral. I don't think so.
Oh,
God.
retirement home.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What is the most recent console game that you can remember playing?
Probably PlayStation 2.
Okay. Do you remember what game specifically?
Crash Bandicoot.
Nice. Good. Crash Bandicoot. That's a good one.
Was that on?
It was on PlayStation for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So I remember that I was steeped heavily into video games up until like the Xbox 360. I think I had an Xbox One was the last game I remember purchasing for a long time, and then recently we got a Switch. And I've just been loving. I've played I guess the last game I invested myself into would be Breath of the Wild. That game, I lost myself in that one for a while, and there's a bunch of weird stuff that happens in this game that like. When you lose yourself that much in a game, you feel like it could be affecting you personally.
Yeah.
So I went through like some identity issues. Like I'm not Link.
Right.
Wanted to like chop down trees and break pots and shit and like catch chickens. Do everything except rescue the princess. That's Link and Mario are so different in that regard. Mario has one objective: move right until I find the princess. Link, like literally in Breath of the Wild, you can beat Breath of the Wild in an hour or in 100 hours because you can either go directly to the princess or you can do everything but. And there are like 900 little like poop seeds you got to find. I love Zelda. It's so fucking weird.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get to you.
I'll get to you. Yeah.
But hold on.
She's like, Link, please. Hold on, I gotta find this poop seed.
Yeah.
I gotta find the Blarney Stone.
Andrew, I can just picture you out in your front yard smashing pots.
I'm looking for poop seeds, Ma. Then you get this sound. Hell
There we
yeah,
go.
that
Boom.
works. All right, so that brings us pretty much up to date.
Yep.
We didn't really talk about Halo. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3. Those were really good first-person shooters. I really liked those. But now we're kind of getting into, we're talking about our favorite games, so we might as well move on.
Dude, so the only first-person shooter games I played, ready? Obviously, you know one of them. GoldenEye, right? And Duke Nukem. Remember that?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that one. I also remember Doom. Remember Doom?
Doom, yep.
And Quake.
Yep.
I remember Quake.
So it's so funny. I remember Doom where the biggest gun you can get was what? Do you remember?
No. What was it?
BFG.
Oh, the big fucking gun.
Big fucking gun.
Why did I forget that?
They're so creative, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you gotta hand it to him.
But I'm like,
It delivers on its promise.
I'm like 10, and I'm like, I need the BFG. Ah!
I gotta get the BFG.
What's the BFG? It's a big fucking gun. Oh,
You're
Lord.
grounded forever.
Lord.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna run down a list of favorites. I just want you to
Okay.
say if they yes or no.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Mario.
Yes.
Donkey Kong Country.
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers of any kind.
100%.
Metal Gear Solid.
Never got into it.
Oh, I got into Metal Gear Solid, the one on PS3. I was heavily into that one, and only that one. Mario Kart.
Yep.
Paperboy.
Yep. Oh.
Right? These next two, Paperboy and the next one, come specifically from my girlfriend. I love her so much, and without her, I probably wouldn't have never heard of the next one. Intelligent Cube.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. Well, it's an obscure one. I love you, babe. Star Wars Pod Racing?
Nope.
No? Or the 64? Okay. All right. Mario Party. Any of the Mario parties?
Never. No.
No? Zelda?
That was too late in my game.
Okay. What about Zeldas?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. StarCraft.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I have, so I that was my list of favorites. Now I'm going to run down my list of no favorites,
Go.
and then I'm going to talk about Tetris as well. I hated Dr. Mario.
Me too. It was Tetris ripoff.
Yeah. And it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
My matching colors, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Pills.
Yeah, right? Like, what are you pushing, Mario?
Yeah.
Come on. You might have been the answer to a lot of my adult problems.
Take 6 of these. Call me in the morning.
Yeah, right? Dr. Mario said.
You never mix the blues and the whites.
But the blues and the reds, you got to make a choice.
100%. Yeah.
Any realistic racing games like the Forza, I think it is, or the I hate those.
You know which one I like though? What was the one where it was like monster trucks?
I don't know.
Was this off road?
Twisted Metal?
No, off road.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it was like the video. It was in all the arcades.
Oh, I remember Hydro Thunder.
No, and you can go like you do the race and you win either
Okay.
first, second, or third,
All right.
and then you get some money and you can spend it on new tires.
Oh,
or
I
new-
do remember.
Yeah.
I remember that whole.
It was called off road.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, that one was rad.
I'm not big on sports games at all.
Me neither.
But I'm not big on sports in general, which is why we haven't done a sports episode.
Yep.
So this might have been after you, but Superman 64.
Superman or
Superman 64 has gone down as one of the worst games of all time.
really?
Yeah, it's really bad. But this one I know you've played because we've talked about it. The OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah.
That fucking
Yep.
game, dude.
So good.
I saw a meme the other day that was like, instead of punishing my kids, I'm just going to, they can't play their phone until they beat this
Yeah,
game.
it's-
Genius.
It's hard.
Genius. Yeah. Hard. That's an understatement.
Do you
It's
remember
impossible.
do you remember the Simpsons game?
Which
that
one?
was built the same kind of way? It was built like the
The
Teenage
Super
Mutant
Nintendo
Yep.
one? Yeah.
where like you could be Marge and like,
And you got to be Bartman?
yep,
Yep. And the twins were in the blimp?
yep,
Yeah, I remember that shit. Hell yeah. Do you remember the Simpsons game that was like Crazy Taxi?
yep.
Oh, that one was fun. I played that one too much. Any of the Lego Star Wars or Lego Batman games, they're great for what they are, but after about 10 minutes of playing them, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's all the same bullshit. Dancing games, DDR, Just Dance.
No.
I'm playing a video game.
Right.
If I want to exercise, I'll go to the gym. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not good at fighting games, most fighting games. To include Mortal Kombat, I enjoy playing them, mostly because I enjoyed hanging out with my friends and like talking shit.
Yeah.
But I'm really bad. If there's any kind of like tricky combo, Super Smash Bros. Is the only one.
Oh, dude.
Mostly because I'm really good with the GameCube controller because it has that big A button.
Yeah.
I will fuck you up on Super Smash Brothers. That's the only shit talk I will.
So you're saying I can smash my A button?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
yeah. And the B button.
All right, sweet. Dude, fighting games,
Yeah?
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Soul Calibur?
yep.
Yeah.
So all those were part of my jam.
Oh, yeah? You're
Yep.
a good fighter?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So my friend, I have a friend, Matt. I've talked about him before. Sorry, I didn't mean to say your name, Matt. Anyways, he used to do this thing where I would get a new game. Because I used to work at Walmart in the electronics department, so I would get games all the time. I'd get a new game, and I would spend like 3.5 hours fucking trying to learn how to play this game, right?
All right.
He would come over, 5 minutes. He'd be like, oh, and done. On to the next level. I would get so mad. But then I remembered he spent some time as a video game tester for EA.
Oh, all right.
So I feel like he got insider knowledge on
Yeah.
some of that shit
Yeah.
because he was too good.
Do you remember that movie, The Wiz?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was all surrounded around Super Mario 3.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a thing recently about that, and there was some weirdness about all of the video game footage in that movie was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Not actually playing that
Yeah,
shit.
of course.
That's sad to hear.
Yeah.
And any sort of involved RPG. Now I say involved because I know Zelda is an RPG, but I don't have to do like inventory management on Zelda like I do like Final Fantasy.
Right.
Oh my god! If
No,
there's
that's
a
too much.
spell tree,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah.
I don't want a spell tree. I want to mash a button.
Right. Like World of Warcraft, and I
Yep.
got this many powers, this
I
much.
can't keep track of all that shit. And I know that there are people that do. Good on you.
That is why I don't get into new video games.
Yeah, it's too much.
Because I'm trying to escape reality. I'm not trying to live real life.
I don't
And I
want to
don't
have
wanna
to
be-
budget
Yeah.
my NPC's account.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be stressed out about how my character's doing.
Yeah.
When in real life I'm not doing
That's
so
why
hot.
I don't understand like The Sims.
Yeah.
And you know what I really don't understand? And if it works for you, it works for you. Great. I don't understand people who get off of a 8-hour 9 to 5
Yeah.
and go home and play things like Office Simulator
Right.
or Truck Driver Simulator.
Yep.
Truck Driver Simulator, maybe I can kind of see because if they like the highway hypnosis, maybe they wanted to be a truck driver when they were little.
Right.
Maybe even Flight Simulator because there are people who will play that for hours on end to simulate flights. I guess I get it. But the Office one,
Yeah.
like you're in insurance. You're gonna come home and
Give somebody a life insurance quote.
what are you doing? That's not fun. Or maybe it is for them.
Honey, it's time for dinner. Hold on, I gotta do an audit. What the fuck?
I'm on level 3. We're going up against Geico.
IRS is breathing down my neck.
I just lost the Jameson account. What are you doing? You've been off of work for 3 hours. I'm playing. Poor guy. Oh
Billy
my
Bob
God.
died. His kids are breathing down my neck.
They want those dividends.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the future. Did you want to talk about any
No, that's all I
particular
got.
favorite games?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, man, I kind of touched base with what you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine were like the fighter games.
We did talk about the fact that you were a Sega kid.
Yeah.
And I was a Nintendo kid.
Yeah.
Sega kids, in retrospect, were cooler.
Really?
I think so. And look, I'm not saying Nintendo kids aren't cool.
So,
We're cool.
dude, Mario, still to this day, Mario 3,
Uh-huh.
I will get lost in that game
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
all day. The only problem is now I still 20 years later, remember all the tricks.
Isn't that crazy? I could remember exactly like how to get into the. I think it was one of the forts.
Yep.
You went all the way just before you went into the bad guy. That you chopped over in the back and got the whistle.
Yep.
I can
That's
remember that, but I cannot tell you what I ate for fucking breakfast.
That's
What
the first
fuck?
castle. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't tell you.
I can tell you how to skip the first 7 levels.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be able to tell you what we talked about when we push that button.
No.
It's going to be gone.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Dude, so right now the only thing I have at my house is a one of those USB
I almost asked you
ports.
to bring your thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do have that in my bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we got no room for it right
Yeah. But I have one of those USB ones
now.
where it has all the old school Sega and Nintendo games. So it's got like 1,000 games in it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like Paperboy, Mario,
Yes.
all the Marios, all the Mortal Kombats, all the
How
Street
do they
Fighters.
get away with shit like that? That
But-
can't be legal.
And it was like $80.
Yeah. But you got all those games
Yep.
forever.
Yep.
Were you ever into Pokemon?
No.
You ever get into Pokemon?
That was too late for me too.
I was right on, like, I played the first two colors. So that'd be red, blue, yellow, then gold and silver. I was heavy into those. I never got in the cards or anything, but I was heavy into those games,
Yeah.
Pokemon games, yeah. Which is funny because I don't like involved RPG games.
Right.
And it's nothing but, like, people management, I
Right.
suppose. The future of gaming is bright and scary to me, Brian. I don't like it.
It's weird because now we have all this other. The technology's going crazy.
It's crazy, and
Yeah.
it's exponentially growing at a rate that we cannot control.
Yeah.
The big thing that's being pushed from Facebook is this metaverse,
Mhm.
which is it's not an old concept. It kind of ties into the next thing, which is VR. It's not an old concept,
Right.
right? Like I remember growing up being like, "Oh man, virtual reality is gonna be so cool." Now as an adult, like I think I tried it recently, made me nauseous.
Yeah.
Immediately made me sick. Don't want it.
Did you see the movie Brain Scan?
No.
So it was in like mid 90s movie,
Uh-huh.
and it was the first like this game just showed up
Uh-huh.
on people's doorsteps,
Oh.
and they were like, "All right, let's try it out." They were firsthand killers,
Mhm.
right?
Uh-huh.
But then when they took their VR off,
Mhm.
the people were dead.
I wonder if
So-
that has any basis. There's this legend of I want to say the game is called Polybus. That might be wrong, but it's supposed to be a cursed video game cabinet,
Right.
and like they've tried to get rid of it and it comes back and stuff like that.
Yep.
Weird.
Same idea.
Yeah. Okay. So VR, like what I don't get about VR is that it's supposed to bring people together and
No,
it's silly.
you're separating society.
Yeah, it's silly. We talked about VR porn though. Like I'll get into that. What I don't like, Brian, remember when we used to go to the store and we used to buy a video game cartridge? That was a complete video game.
Mhm.
You weren't going to get anything extra.
Right.
Like you got the game. Now you buy a game. First of all, you're lucky if it comes on a disc.
Right.
Sometimes you're just buying ones and zeros.
Right.
Right. And most of the time, it's a game that's only 80% complete on day one. Right. So you have to wait and download stuff. And then when they're quote unquote done with it, they're putting out all this extra stuff. And this is where you get the concept of microtransactions. I have now paid $60 for video game X.
Right.
You're telling me you're going to charge me $2.99 for like extra power-ups and shit?
Right.
What happened to just hiding them?
Yeah.
Hide them and only the best gamers find them.
Right.
Those are power-ups based on merit, not the wallet.
Yep.
There's this gentleman, I don't know his name, but recently the Diablo franchise put out a game, their first mobile game, called Diablo Eternal. There's a dude that was reported to have spent $100,000 on power-ups in this game. He maxed out his character. He maxed out all the stats. He maxed out all his inventory. $100,000 for what?
And all of his credit cards. And
What? Oh yeah, he maxed all that shit out too. Like, first of all, what do you do that you can spend $100,000 on video games?
Yeah.
Why don't you just invest in the video game company?
Second off, you got some splaining to do.
No shit. He might be his next purchase is going to be the Honda Mean Mower and that pocket dick knife.
Yep. Absolutely. So now that we're talking about that,
Yeah.
like what is it? Minecraft and what's the Lego one?
Roblox.
Yep.
Yep.
So Roblox, same idea.
Yeah, my kids are
You-
way into Roblox.
You have to buy what, Robux?
V-Bucks, yeah.
Yep. So
Robux.
Yep.
V-Bucks is something else.
so Robux,
Oh, and don't even get me started. Dude, that's all my kids wanted for Christmas
Yeah.
last year. Are you kidding me? There's nothing under the tree.
Some intangible thing, right?
Yeah.
So one of my friends, her 2 little boys, just got in a lot of trouble because they were so obsessed with this game that they took mommy's credit card and spent like $600 on Robux.
Oh, do I have a game over one? I don't know.
There is yeah, that's game over. But imagine that. Like, nope.
Oh, yeah.
You're never getting the tablet ever again.
No. So can you dispute that? Because it's not.
No.
Are you just stuck with that bill?
Probably.
No, thank you. That's why you don't put your shit on the shit.
Yep.
Don't do it. So in from microtransactions, we get virtual casinos that are dealing a lot in Bitcoin. That's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Because Bitcoin is already like imagine the price of Bitcoin fluctuating so much that you put a bet down, and before the hand is done, the price changes, and you even though you won the hand, you just lost like $200,000.
Yeah.
That's not something people should be playing with.
No, that's scary. You're dealing with 2 intangible things at once.
Yeah.
No.
On top of the fact that like gambling in itself is like a tricky thing. I wouldn't do it.
No.
Well, I mean, I have done it, but I wouldn't do it.
No.
Anyways, that was games.
Yeah.
Brought to you by 2 dads that don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a movie?
Sure.
Cool. Guess what movie we're talking about?
Which one?
There's a couple of hints. There's another hint.
It's a me, a Mario?
That's what we're talking about, but not the new one.
Oh.
No. We're talking about the definitive one. That's
John,
right.
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopper. I have the chick's name.
Straight up garbage.
Samantha Mathis. That's right, folks. We are talking about Super Mario Bros. From 1993.
Super Garbage Brothers.
Super Garbage Brothers. Nah, dude, this movie has charm. Come on. 1993, rated PG. It goes for an hour and 44 minutes. It cost somewhere between 42 and 48 million. Now, we're going to talk about somewhere because there's a reason why there isn't a number locked down. 42 to 48 million. So far, it has made 38.9 million.
Yeah.
It was directed by Annabelle Jankel. Janky? She made a janky movie, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And as we said before, it stars Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper, and Samantha Mathis. Specifically, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were drunk the entire time they made that movie. They were sloshed.
Yep.
That's the reason why it's somewhere between 42 and 48, because they charged all the booze to the studio and they don't want to release the number because they don't want to acknowledge that those guys were drunk the entire time. So they're like the movie. Imagine the movie makes 42. The movie costs 42, and there's an extra 6 million in just booze.
Yep.
For the entire crew to make this bullshit movie.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
You ever see the stats on Blues Brothers?
No.
So Blues Brothers, the original.
Yeah. John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd?
Yep.
Okay.
We're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
We're on a mission from Gad.
From
Yep.
Gad.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in the writer, for those 2 actors, literally, they said, we need so much a day for cocaine. It was written in their writer.
Did they get it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. A contract is a legally binding. How?
So imagine that. I mean, that was in the 70s. Yep.
All the time. Time for another take.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Do you have any fond memories of this movie?
No.
I remember. Oh, no.
I remember watching it so excited. Yeah. I was so excited. I was 10 when it came out.
Oh, I was so disappointed.
And I
when
watched it.
saw
I was
this.
like,
What the hell
No.
did we just see?
Yeah.
That was awful. I'm trying to think of any redeeming qualities whatsoever. That might be the first introduction of Daisy instead of Peach
Yeah.
as the princess. That Yoshi was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was garbage Yoshi. Dennis Hopper was cool.
Yeah.
Koopa was cool. He turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex at the end.
Mm-hmm.
All the Gooby stuff was weird. I remember I was so pissed off when he actually used a mushroom. All it did was like get big and like absorb the blasty blast from the Devo Ray. I'll tell you what though, those 2 guys, those. Remember, you know what I'm talking about? Those two, the idiot nephew guys.
Yeah.
They were funny.
Yeah.
Those two guys were funny.
Well, that was like their comedic relief.
Yeah, true. I mean, the whole thing was the comedic relief.
Yeah.
The guy who played Toad. Oh, I just remembered this. The guy who played Toad. So remember the jail scene?
Mhm.
And he's like, "Hey, you gotta. Our king is everywhere, man." That's a real like singer guy. Yeah, look that shit up while I entertain the listeners with my sultry, slow talking. I'm a talking real slow while Brian looks that shit up. Who was the guy that played in the movie? The movie was Mario, the Mario movie. Who was the guy that played in the movie? The movie was Mario, the Mario movie. What you got?
I'm finding the new movie.
No. All right, I'll start. I'll try to do it. Hang on, Darby. If we have to, we can edit this shit. It's cool. Who played Toad in the original Mario Brothers movie? Oh fuck. Mojo Nixon. No, that's new.
No,
that's right. Mojo Nixon. All right, so who the fuck is Mojo Nixon? Related to Ted and no, just kidding. I don't know who Mojo Nixon is. I officially don't care anymore.
So his style of music is psychobilly.
So he is a musician.
Yep.
He is a real guy. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Brian, I got some reviews for this movie.
All right, shoot.
Usually I go on the negative side of things, and I'm like, let me find the worst movie review. These are both 10 out of 10. Okay. I'm going to read these word for word. I'm going to paraphrase the first one. Okay. This movie, actually, wait. Pretty much the Mona Lisa of movies is what it's called. This was submitted January 2019. So this movie came out in 93, January 2019. I wish I could get a hold of this guy. This guy goes by Papa John Fay or Papa John F.E. Okay, here it goes. This movie single-handedly saved my marriage. Mario, 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 and he goes on. Mario, 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 Mario. I'm just going to finish up the last sentence here. Mario, 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 Mario.
What a wordsmith.
I have so many questions. But
How?
okay.
I imagine his marriage wasn't going so well.
If that movie saved it,
Yeah.
what could possibly? How? We got to figure this out.
It's probably still going like.
Probably.
Who knows?
You may need to assess your situation.
Yeah.
Like, what if it was like a big argument and he was just like, please watch this movie with me. And she's just like, you know what? Fine. I'm just going to say that we're fine and cheat on him.
Yep.
What if that's what's happening?
Probably. She's definitely banging Luigi.
Oh, no.
Right
Not Luigi. Oh, shit. Okay. The next one I have is This Is a Good Movie from Shaman King. It was posted in the 2005. I haven't read this one yet, so bear with me. If I fuck it up, I'm sorry. So many people say this is a bad movie. I disagree. This was just trying to take the story to a new level. If you watch the movie without an open mind, then you'd just be sitting there complaining how far off the video game is from the movie. Okay. Dennis Hopper was a good villain in that movie, and John Leguizamo was awesome as Luigi. Watch with an open mind, please. I'm tired of this being called a bad movie. This is a comedy. This is an action. This is a movie loosely based on the game, not entirely. Besides, those jump boots were pretty cool. That's true. I did like the jump boots. Super Mario Brothers is a good movie. Oh.
That's how he ends it?
Yeah. Oh.
All right. So this guy had a stroke.
He just passed out on his keyboard.
he obviously knows good movies.
Yeah, and he was like, maybe that was his last, like, with my dying breath, I have to.
You need to
my
tell everybody
magnum
about
opus.
this movie.
Yeah. Oh, God. Can you imagine dying?
And I'm out. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. All right. So you got anything left to say about the Mario movie?
No, I'm excited to see the new one.
Yeah. I saw the new one, but I will wait until after you've seen it for us
Yeah.
to talk about it. Sound good?
Yeah.
Moving on then.
Yes. Segment time.
Segment time. All right. Do you want to hear I meant to do this, not that earlier. I did a rundown earlier, but we don't have to run down this part. We run down this part.
Yeah.
Are you ready for tonight's plan?
Yep.
Good. Great. Okay. We're doing dad facts first. We're just going to read some factoids because that's what dads do. Hey, kids, all your friends are in the car. We're going to just spout off rando factoids. We got 3. We might do more. We've got dads and ads. Now, this one is very similar to, you call that racket music? I found some old video game advertisements featuring dads, and I will put the links for those videos in the description so that you guys at home can watch with us. But we're going to watch these ads, and then we're going to comment on how ridiculous they are.
Yep.
And then we've got back in my day. This one's going to be fun. Back in my day, we didn't have fancy graphics. Back in my day, we didn't have the ability to save our game.
No.
Back in my day, if you wanted to play a game, you kicked your brother in the face until he bled.
Mm-hmm.
Or you played a text-based game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone remembers Oregon Trail. I was going to try to do Oregon Trail. That can get very involved, or it can end very quickly.
Do you know how many times I've died of dysentery?
Dysentery.
Yeah.
Dude, I've shit myself to death so many times.
So I remember one time I was like, you died of syphilis.
Like, hey, that's different.
I'm 7. How the fuck did I get syphilis?
How the fuck did I get syphilis?
I'm partying, bro.
It was rough down in the frontier, man. And then we got dad jokes.
Yep.
And then the outro. How's that sound, Brian?
Sounds good, man. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, what are we doing first? Dad facts. The first dad fact is, do you like the Batman game?
I do.
The Arkham game?
Yep.
Were you around for that one?
So I played it before, but
Cool.
like I never got super into it, but yeah. I liked it.
The Batman Arkham Asylum game was almost a rhythm game, and it was almost in 2D. You got that right. The famous Dark Knight was almost going to see a 2D release of a rhythmic fashion. The developers and designers created Batman Arkham Asylum as a rhythmic action game during its earliest production. The second prototype focused on creating it in a 2D fighting sequence. They dodged a bullet there, didn't they? They sure did.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Batman would not. I don't want to dance to my Batman.
No.
Silly.
I am Dance Man. Sorry.
I'm going to drop a beat on your ass. I'm going to bust a move on your face.
Why so dancy?
Nice. You want to take the next one?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
So Super Mario characters got their names from famous musicians.
Oh, wow.
Who would have thought?
Whoa, Skrillex?
Let's see.
Ah,
If you were observant like few other players, you would notice the pattern in Iggy, Ludwig, and Lemmy's names.
Iggy Pop, Ludwig von Beethoven,
Yep.
and Lemmy from Motorhead.
Ah.
Whoa.
Yes. Most of you Koopalings in Super Mario got their names from famous musicians. Also, the fact you may never suspect is that the fire-breathing Triceratops Reznor, who'd that be?
Oh, who is it?
Probably Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails.
Whoa.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
That's pretty rad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
I
that
like
a lot. Actually, we should be using our video game sound effects now.
That's cool.
That's cool.
All right.
You want me to take the next one?
Yep.
Sonic the Hedgehog got his name from a comic book. The idea of Sonic being super fast came from the gene and protein in humans that separates the right and left brain. I'm not following, but that's okay. However, the game's name didn't get inspiration from the SHH gene, but a comic book series. Okay.
I wonder what one.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but
I don't know. No, I I don't know, dude.
all right, let's do dads and ads.
All right, we ready for this?
Yep.
Dads and ads. Hold on, wait. All right, that was Dad Facts.
Dad facts.
Dad Facts, fuck 'em. All right, dads and ads. Here's how it's gonna work. I have ads. I'm gonna press pause on this thing. We're gonna watch these fucking ads, and then we're gonna talk about it. How's that sound?
It's perfect.
Awesome. Let me pull this up. These ads are all from the early days of gaming, and they're all the most ridiculous things I could find. The first one is a Mario Brothers ad it
You're not
said-
supposed to say what it is.
Why? No, you're not
Oh,
guessing.
okay.
We were gonna do a guessy thing, but we're not doing. You're
I was
fine.
like, wait a minute.
Mario Brothers Atari 2600 and 5200 from 1983. So we will.
So this is the original.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Mario, where are you? That was a weird thing.
That was super creepy.
So what we just witnessed was what appeared to be Mario.
Yeah.
In some sort of deranged, drug-addled state.
Yeah.
Where there were giant flies coming out of plumbing. Clearly, he's using drugs on the job.
And there was plumbing,
Mm-hmm.
but there was
There was a giant turtle that was not a Koopa.
no.
It was more like Slash from Turtles 2.
Yep.
Remember that one?
Yep.
Anyways, Mario clearly has a case of like a dissociative identity disorder because he's wearing a Luigi hat.
Yep.
Going, Mario, where are you?
But he's wearing all red.
Yeah, no, he's clearly Mario.
He's Mario. Yep.
Also, that game they were advertising made it sound like Mario was out on the Atari before the Nintendo. I'm very confused about what we just witnessed.
Because do you remember he was originally
Donkey Kong guy.
Yeah.
He was on Donkey Kong.
but he was what was his original name?
Jumpman.
Jumpman. Yep.
Jumpman.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what they're referencing.
All right. Well,
But they were like Mario and his brother Luigi. All these crazy animals and crazy weird creatures. But yeah, there's definitely some acid or something involved in that.
wow. Shall I move on to the next one then?
Yep, let's do it.
Next one. Here we go.
Okay. Go. What?
What the? That was in German, first of all, and it was the dopest Zelda rap you've ever heard.
It was like a straight up like
Ich bin gein den Zelda time.
like it was like if MTV Raps fucked a Nintendo in
Oh,
1989.
I really hope you guys check out that one. Like I said, I'll put it in the description. I'm at a loss for words.
In Germany.
That was there was choreograph.
It was full dance routine.
There was costumes. That was
Yeah.
very high production. We forgot to tell you what it was for, but it was for Zelda.
Ich nutz nun Zelda.
Dein Zelda. That was awesome. All right then, we got one more, shall we?
We shall. I'm uncomfortable. There was just a floating fucking head yelling at us.
He was the father of your TV.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm the father of
So
your
wait,
TV.
does that mean he knocked up like a refrigerator
I
and
don't-
gave birth to a TV?
I don't know.
Or did he himself shit out a TV?
I don't know.
I need this question answered.
The head was just floating and just
I was
very
so
sternly.
distracted, I couldn't even tell you what game we were talking about.
I think it was a mixture of games.
Oh. You was the father of
Yeah.
the video game.
Because the one was the Skate Boy one.
Yeah, I saw Metal Gear there.
Yeah, Metal Gear was in there.
Yeah.
So I think it was like one of the, do you remember when they started making mixed like games where there was a couple games on them?
Yeah,
I
like
think-
demo discs.
Yep, I
or
think
demo
that's what-
cartridges.
I
Okay.
think that's what they're pushing.
Well, that guy.
Creepy as shit.
Wow. Why were video game commercials so creepy back then? That's why parents were so against video games.
Yeah.
They go to do research and they're like, I'm the video game father. Whatever. Like, fuck. I'm not letting my kid fucking fall into this warp pipe of
Yeah.
despair.
There's a floating head screaming at my child.
Yeah. Fucking A. Moving on then?
Yikes, yes,
Moving
please.
on. That was Dad's in Ads.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited about this next one. This next one is called Back in My Day. Let me pull it up. Hang on, Darmy. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to play a text-based game. Mythical Forest is what we're going to play. Let me pull it up here. I got this on my phone. Okay, we're going to play Mythical Forest. Now, have you played a text game before?
Yeah.
Okay. I played a couple, but I'm not super great at them. But that's all right. Here we go. The Mythical Forest, an interactive fiction by Cooper McHatton. Ready?
Mhm.
You are in a dense forest. To the east, you can see a clearing. To the west, north, and south, the forest continues. However, the forest is too dense in the west and the south.
Okay.
What would you like to do? There is no limits. So you're standing in this forest.
Yeah. Let's go north.
Go north. Okay. Walk north. Go. You continue on into the forest and see it get rockier to the north with a clearer path to the northeast. Something shiny lays discarded on the ground in front of you.
Pick it up.
Pick my ass. That's not a verb I recognize. Okay. Pick it up,
It's crack.
shorty. I only understood you as far as wanting to pick up the ceramic unicorn. All right, pick it up.
Pick it up.
That's fine. Shove it up your ass. What's that joke? What do you call it? What's another name for a unicorn? A horse with 2 seats. Something like
nice.
that. Yeah. All right. Taking the small shiny object in your hands, you realize that it is a ceramic unicorn. Lucky you. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to continue walking north, or do you want to use the unicorn?
What are you going to use it for?
I don't know. It's ceramic.
You're in the middle of a fucking forest.
All right. Walk north. You come to the mouth of a cave nestled into the mountainside. You can continue going north to go inside, or you can turn around now and save yourself some trouble.
Go inside.
Go inside, bitch. Don't be a shit.
Always come inside.
You can't see any such thing. Hold on, I might have fucked that up. Go inside. Oh, I just fucked it up again. You can't go that way. Okay, so then turn around. You can't see any such thing. Use unicorn. That's not a verb. All right, we're dead. We died.
You died. The unicorn gave us syphilis.
And dysentery.
Yeah. Check you later.
Oh, I can see why those didn't last very long.
Nope.
Fuck, that was annoying. Anyways, back in my day.
And we say the kids don't have attention spans. That lasted 3 seconds. All right, dad
It
jokes.
wasn't cool. Dad jokes. All right. So new rating system applies. We will
Yeah.
use if it is bad,
Yeah.
because it's being flushed down a potty. So that's this blue one.
Okay.
And then what's this one? No. That one if it's good.
Okay.
That's the green one.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go first?
Sure.
Go ahead.
How? Oh, hey, Andrew.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm good.
Good.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
How does Mario contact the dead mushrooms that he stomped
I don't know how.
on the previous level? The Luigi board.
The Luigi board. I really like that one.
All right, go for it.
All right. My roommate was playing a video game last night and he smashed his keyboard when he died. He definitely lost control.
No, I liked it. All right. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, man.
Why don't you ever get dressed in front of the Pokemon?
I don't know why.
Because they might Pikachu.
Your delivery was spot on, bro.
Yours.
What game console do emergency vehicles play?
What?
Wii U. Wii U. Yes.
What is the favorite gaming console for the French?
What is it?
Wii. That was a perfect follow. So funny.
Yeah.
That was the next one I had.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
What's an emo's favorite game? Hangman.
Whoa! Whoa! My goodness! Wow.
Oh, we got that one too. Hold on. Ah, fuck.
Oh my goodness, that was good. You got me off guard with that one.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. What do gamers call doctors who perform C-sections?
I don't know what.
Womb raiders.
Womb raiders.
Your turn.
Oh, fuck. An orphan walked up to a baseball field, but a security guard said he couldn't come in. Do you want to know why?
Why?
It was a home game.
Oh! Oh, little dude.
Little Gnomey.
Oh. All right. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
I don't know why.
Because the P is silent. You can give me this on that one.
Okay. All right, I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
A guy meets a sex worker in a bar.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "This is your lucky night. I've got a special game for you. I'll do absolutely anything you want for $300, as long as you can say it in 3 words." The guy replies, "Hey, why not?" He pulls his wallet out of his pocket, lays $300 on the bar, and says very slowly, "Paint my house."
That's awesome. In your words right now, fix my car.
Buy my car.
This is just especially for you.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Brian.
Hey. Where did Napoleon keep his armies?
I don't know where.
Up his sleeveys.
Wonderful. Oh, that one's so good. His sleeveys. Oh, fuck.
I got one more.
All right, do it.
What's Forrest Gump's passwords?
What?
One, Forrest, one.
Wonderful.
And
Oh.
that's class.
Dad jokes. Oh, man. Does that mean it's time for the outro?
Yep.
It's time for the outro, you guys. Another episode 10.
10.
That was awesome.
She's a 10.
She's a 10. She's a dime. It's time to say thanks.
Thank you.
I don't
everyone.
think we can say it enough. Thanks, everyone. You guys are very cool, and we appreciate you, all of you. Do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Nolan.
Ooh.
He's the dude that's fixing my AC right now, so I got a cold house when I get home
Ooh,
tonight.
Thanks.
It's gonna be awesome.
Thanks, Nolan. Thanks for keeping it chill.
You the man, bro.
I am going to shout out Nathan. I'm going to shout out Christy. I'm going to shout out Tony. And I'm going to shout out Rex. The last one I made up.
How about Ron Jeremy?
Sure. Thanks, Ron Jeremy, for all that you do
Yeah.
or did. Plugs. You ready to get
Everyone
plugged?
you've done.
For everyone that you've done. You ready to get plugged, bro?
I'm
Oh
absolutely
my
ready.
gosh. Here
Bring
comes the plugs. If you want to get in touch with us, you can leave a comment on our videos. If you go onto YouTube and you type in DadBodPod, that takes you to our YouTube channel where you can leave a comment on all the videos. That'd be awesome. But if you want to do something a little bit more direct, a little more intimate, DadBod. Shit. Oh, no, wait, I was right. DadBodBand takes you to Facebook. Takes you to Facebook where you can leave us all kinds of stuff on Facebook. Leave us a picture there. That'd be cool. But if you want to go the most direct route, that is DadBodBand at gmail.com. Having said that, we've actually got a couple. I'm very excited. Are you excited?
I'm ready.
We played
I got a boner.
Oh, okay. Wait. That wasn't a boner. I just pooped. All right, we got. Oh my gosh, we actually have so many emails. I don't even know where to start. Should we do the joke that was sent to us? Should we do the separate email or should we do the batch of emails? What do you think?
I don't know. Go for it.
Shit.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the batch.
Yeah.
All right, first one comes to us from Fizzy Izzy. Hey guys, great stuff. I was wondering if you'd ever do Dad Bod Pod live.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the opportunity ever arose, but how does that work? I mean, technically this is live because
Yeah.
we're, so what do you mean by live? You mean streaming? Because we got to figure out how that works.
Yeah. Or, I mean, we could go to a venue and do it
That'd be cool.
and have people come up and be guests. Yeah. I'd be down with that. Yep.
Oh, that'd be cool. All right, this next one comes to us from Mike My Words. That's cute. You mentioned both Transformers and GoBots, also Power Rangers, but no Voltron? For shame.
Oh.
Love the cast, guys. What do you think would be the ultimate dad joke? Oh, cast is in podcast. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, what does it mean cast? We didn't cast any movies. Love the podcast. What do you think would be the ultimate dad joke?
That's tough.
The ultimate dad joke would have to be a joke that involves all dads,
Yeah.
right? Can you imagine if all the dads in the world said, "Hi, hungry, I'm dad" at once?
Right.
It'd be like, remember when they did Hands Across the World? But it'd be like Dads Across the World.
Dads are, yeah.
Can we get this to happen?
Let's try. Let's work on it.
What if on Father's Day, on noon at Father's Day, adjust times for locations and time zones, Eastern Standard for us. We all said, "Hi, hungry, I'm Dad." Can we get that trending or something?
Let's work on that.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. Thank you, Mike. My words. Next one comes to us from Reagan, the not so pagan. It's never a bad idea to pull out too soon. Dads rise up. That's in response to, I don't know what we were talking about, but you asked what's worse, pulling out too early or pulling out too late.
Yep.
It's never a bad idea to pull out too soon. You can always put it back.
It's true. Yep.
Last one.
It's kind of like a microwave, right?
That's true. Take it out.
Yeah.
And then you can put it back.
If it's overcooked,
Then you're done.
You're-
You're donezo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Undercooked, you slap it in for a few more minutes to see what happens.
A few more minutes.
You thrust it in a few more times and see what happens.
Hey.
Put it on 30 seconds at that point.
Just put it on the defrost mode or
put
whatever.
the timer.
Last one is Terry. Hey guys, I love to hear about the increased viewership. Brian, can you tell us more about your second band?
Last Day Alive?
I assume that's what she's talking
Yeah?
about. Yeah.
Well, Last Day Alive was a band I started in when I moved to Florida after I was an asshole and just moved to Florida and broke my other band up.
Well, I had a good thing going with Straighter Than Pete. Time to move to a completely new state, completely new people.
And I was like, well, ska was fun. Let's try like rock and metal. And we ended up touring. It was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We made a full-length album. Played with a bunch of good bands. That's when we played with Andrew McMahon and shit like that.
Oh, that's when you played with. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it was fun.
Cool. We'll talk about it more
We'll
later.
have some snippets.
Yeah, maybe we'll show you some songs later.
yeah.
I've heard it. I'm a super fan, to be honest. Dude, you gave it to me. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You gave it to me shortly after I met you. And I was like, I don't want to listen to his shitty band. I don't even want to listen to my shitty band. You know what I mean? But then my phone was dead and I could, it was the perfect storm of my phone was dead and I couldn't get radio reception. And I had my car was old enough at the time to have a CD player and I had your CD. So I was like, I guess I'm listening to this. Man, I haven't stopped.
I remember when I first started working here, I came in with 3 CDs. I gave you one, and no one else owned a CD player except you. So I was like,
You're like, he's my friend.
get the fuck out of here, you old bastard. I don't have a CD player. What are you going to bring in, an 8-track?
I'm gonna bring in a phonograph.
Yeah.
A wax cylinder. That's funny. All right, we got some more. This next one comes to us from Chris Marvin, a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Hey guys, loved the money episode. I'm glad that you mentioned the social credit score in China because I was thinking about that as the episode started. You might want to get into more detail about it in a future podcast because it's a lot more terrifying than anybody really imagines. People with bad scores can't get on airplanes or enter certain buildings. Your score brings down the score of everyone associated with you, so it's not uncommon for your extended family to come and beat the crap out of you because your shitty lifestyle is bringing down their score. It's wild. Maybe a dystopia episode eventually? Question mark. Dads rise up. Fuck yeah.
Marvin, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, dystopia.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should do a dystopia. I might not sleep that night.
Well, it's coming upon us.
It is, whether we like it or not.
Not the first time I've said that, but
It's coming upon you. All right, last one. You ready?
yep.
What is ET short for?
What?
Because he's got little legs. That comes to us from our friend Ethan.
Yes.
Yeah, he was here the other night. Yeah. He was like, I got a joke.
Thank you, buddy.
He said that he sent it to you, or he sent it to you already. So he wasn't sure if the laugh would be genuine. I said, dude, we can't remember anything, so it'll be great.
Yeah.
I think that's it, dude. We did it.
Thank you, everyone.
I can't believe it. Thank you guys again for hanging out with us. 10. Oh my gosh. The next one's gonna be fun too. We have a very special episode coming up next week.
Guest
so please,
speaker.
you guys. Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna have a little guest. We're gonna have a little powwow sesh.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. So please stick around for that. You guys, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. If you didn't leave a like, I think you're supposed to leave a like. Follow us on Spotify. Comment on our videos. Send us an email. Send us a deck pic. Brian, do you have anything you want to say?
Say what's up to my Gnomies.
What's up to your Gnomies? Fuck yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
touch in with the Gnomies.
You know, maybe I'll bring him next
As a
episode.
matter of fact,
He can join our sesh.
I mean, he could join us right now if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So let's see if he's around.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, Gnomey, what up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I've been alright, just hanging out in my trees.
Well, your tree got taken, I thought.
Well, I mean, I found another one, bitch.
Okay. How was living under the grill?
Yo, it's alright.
Yeah, did Brian? He says he threw you some scraps, but
Yeah, he does. He gives me little nibs.
all right.
Yep.
I heard you had a new girl.
Oh, shoot.
How's that?
She's always running around with the titties out.
Oh, that sounds depressing.
Bro, we be grilling and chilling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are the kids?
They're alright.
I heard they have drinking problems.
Yeah, they're a little rough.
Gnomey, listen, if you need help.
Well, no. I spanked their little booties. The problem is it gets gassy under here because that propane shit.
Do you guys huff that gas?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, no.
How do you think my voice get like this?
Because you're a gnome?
Nope. I'm huffing shit.
All right, Gnomey. Well, listen, we're going to have to sit you down and talk about your life choices. All right, Gnomey. Take it easy. Tell the wife we said hi.
Hey, put your titties away. Andrew says, what's up?
Bye, Gnomey. Oh, Gnomey.
Dude, that dude's nuts.
He's living life.
I gotta kick him out of my house.
I think so, dude. He's a bad influence on Zayden.
He's living a better life than I am.
You just got to start charging that motherfucker rent.
I know, right?
Damn.
Man,
Oh,
that's
that
crazy.
was silly. You guys, again, thanks for hanging out with us. I only have one more thing to say. Do you have one more thing to say?
No, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody. We love you. You guys are amazing. But what is...
You sure you don't have one more thing to say?
You know what? I think I do.
Okay, ready? We're going to say it at the same time. I'll bet
Yep.
it's the same thing. Ready?
Yep.
Dads, rise up! Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you Monday at 5. Bye.
Bye.